Okay, I would really like to say, that my channel not only has, officially my channel has finally taken itself off by me knowing now how to edit with sound effects and things like that. My channel has now flew and taken away, um, because of all the others, because I usually was not able to do any of this. And I was like, man, how are these guys actually able to edit like this? Because I've never learned, and I don't think I'll ever be able to. Well, today I faced my fear and like accomplished my dream. Today, I actually edited my first video yesterday, and I edited more today by the help of some of my friends. We are doing a B-roll video of a bunch of engines going through to the station. That'll be the video upcoming soon, as I'm still working on it. I would like to say thank you for all my supporters out there who have supported me from the beginning. It really it really makes me proud to know that I have supporters behind me who has had my back since the beginning before I've even started this channel. It takes me felt hot to know that I have so many people that know me and know that like this has been one of the things I've been wanting to do for a long time, and they have cheered me on since the beginning and have showed me that I can achieve anything in life, even though sometimes people might put me through some of the most horrible shit. They still want me to succeed, and the people who stuck there for me, they want me to succeed. And that's what I want myself as well. I want to be there and succeed for the people who has been cheering me on and making sure that I have the things I need to succeed and the things in my mind that I have to, of course, succeed. And I can't thank everyone enough just for what they've put out there for me. I thank everyone for what they've done for me this year and last year, because officially I've been on YouTube for a year. It makes me happy to know that it really makes me happy though. Who the fuck are you though? I don't know who the fuck even you are. I don't even know who you are. Why am I supposed to send the link out if I don't even know who you are? That sounds like the most stupidest thing. Hey Mason. Hey Corey. But today, the main reason I'm here, because I'm chatting with an old friend of mine. Him and I used to be really close, and friend wise. Him and I used to be very close. He had to take some time off to change. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, and it makes me happy to know that I'm finally reunited with one of my friends that actually I haven't seen in like such a long time. He's made like famous things that I haven't even known about, or like that I know about, and I cannot believe that I'm even talking to him again. It makes me happy to know that I'm finally reunited with someone I haven't talked to in months. But the thing about it that I really like about this person is that he made things that I watched so many times. He made things I watched so many times that I couldn't stop watching because his content was that good. Don't believe me? His content was really and actually that good. His content was seriously that good. And there's nothing else I can say about it. His content was just that good. I can't say anything bad about the content he made because it was very well made. and I can remember it by heart by what he made, and I know what like type of collabs and stuff he was in. I pretty much remember all of that really to put it in consideration. I remember all of it, like all the stuff he did. I remember all of that. Believe me, him and I are good friends. August gave me his Discord. Of course, I haven't spoken to him in a while. As I said, it's been a little bit. I'm going to tell you, best video of me on the but modern. Yeah, he's a little nervous because of his past, but if anything, if y'all even bring up anything, any of the things he's done, I'll make sure that I put an end to it. I'll go on and tell you one particular thing that I want to point out. Yeah, his past was rough, but at the same time, I don't want anyone fussing at this person because of his past. No, it's not Evan. It's not anyone that y'all might be familiar of. He is a famous person, or I see him as a famous person. I know y'all might not, but I do. In my concern, I see him as a famous person. He has inspired me to do different things that I really didn't think I could do. But when I saw the stuff he did, that inspired me to do it myself. That's that's why I'm where that's why I'm where I am now. Because of this person who inspired me to do things that I didn't think I could do. I didn't think I could do any of this. I really didn't think I could do any of this at all. I really didn't think I could go and make an edit of an engine going through a station with sound effects. I didn't think I could do that. Did I? Oh, you can bet on I did. But did I think I could do it? I didn't think I could. But I don't know. It depends on if he wants to come in here or not. If he doesn't, that's okay. But at the same time, he doesn't have to. I know he has seen me before. He's very familiar for who I am. He is very familiar of who exactly I am because I've talked with him before. That's why I'm starting to be friends with him. Talked to him for a little while and got to know the dude, and he's a pretty nice dude to talk to. I'll be honest with you. Hello, super dude. So I can't push your comment right now. I'm trying to put up something. When I first ever joined this stream, this was the profile picture I had. He knew exactly who I was because this was the profile picture I had. Then he that instantly clicked it. Then he realized who he was talking to. He was talking to me, someone he hasn't met in months. He remembered me, and he knew who I was. I kind of found surprising because usually people that I haven't met in a while don't really remember exactly who I am. but I understand you there, mate, believe me. It has been a long time. I'll be honest. If anything, I'd be tearing up too, if anything. I'm trying not to. It is very emotional. Just speaking with you is also very emotional as well. Because as I said, I haven't met you in a long time, and it's been a while. I can go ahead and tell you, if anything, I really try not to get emotional when I meet an old friend that I haven't spoken to in a long time, but it's kind of hard to process the fact that they, that I know that people are giving them a hard time and other things, but just know that if you need anything, for any of you, believe me, I don't care what the hell I'm going through. I'd rather take it upon myself and help someone else before being selfish and helping myself. That's just how I am. I'm that one K too that no one else thinks that will just help somebody. You really think I won't help somebody? Believe me. You haven't met me yet, man. I've helped so many people this year and put them before me. There's a reason why. Being selfish ain't gonna get you anywhere in life. Helping somebody else will make people recognize who your inner person actually is. My inner person tells y'all that I'll help anyone whenever they need it. Doesn't matter when it happens, what happens. I help anyone who's in trouble, even even if I don't put them before me. I always put people before me because it's the right thing to do. My mom has always done that. My dad has always done that. So that's how I'm gonna be. That's how I was raised, and that's the way it's gonna be. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll go ahead and tell you. It's
Well,
been a
hello there,
long
my old
time, man.
friend. Didn't think this would ever be the case. After so long, after a couple of years, it's been 3.5 years, close to it. I'm trying to remember, but you still remembered me, and I totally forgotten. But I'm trying to recognize the voice.
I understand you, mate. Let me go and tell you something. I remember the first time I ever talked to you. Yeah, I've been watching you for many years, but here's the thing. You did a Titanic stream once. I can remember, I don't think I remember which one it is, but I know for sure that this profile picture was sitting there, and I'm pretty sure that you and I spoke for quite a while. I know there was somebody else as well.
Well,
Then,
what I will tell you is I have done recent Titanic streams, but only during the anniversary day in April. So I've been doing this year and the previous year because it's my way of tradition.
right,
But don't worry about the old streams in the past, they're long gone. Fact is, Dark Realm Cam or Cam K2 or whatever, because I am starting to get some deja vu here. Fact is, that's all been in the past. While I still have my fanfics, I'm just being proving them over and over again because obviously I'm still making my version into what they see in anime, the Japanese style. Bringing it to
indeed.
the It's not like it was back in the old crazy days, man, because everybody else knows that's been going on since I was in my 20s, and it's all gone down the drain. I mean, I've moved on from it, but I still maintained my original characters. Either way, like I said, it's been 10 years since my Timothy film came out, and all the old fans have come back. They still remember, they still watch it, they remembered growing up with it, and they still say great comments. People even say it with the 311 film, and they still remembered. And they just they're just overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed with it because here's the funny thing. Despite what I got from people in the fan who don't like it, keep butchering it or take the piss on or whatever, pardon my French, it's funny because in the comments, not once have I had people say negativity. They always say positives or mixed reviews, or they actually say something that they're related to in life. And I still get that now, 10 years later on. and it's incredible. More comments are just deeply felt. Others love it. They say, "Oh, I remember this. It's amazing. It's still there." And like the greatest. And then when people see me come anywhere else, they just say, "Oh, it's one of the greatest members in the Thomas fandom. Hey, he's here. It's the man, the icon." You know, others get excited. Some just remain silent because either they're overwhelmed or they're either unsure about me. But the fact is, even behind the icon that you see of me, the voice, how I speak, and this is how I am, this is the real me. I'm not like in character where I would speak deep or whatever. It's because I got an hour of thought in my box. And in cases, I am feeling over emotional because I am getting a little choked up. I never thought we'd reunite because
Me.
I didn't think you'd reach out, man. And that's what others have done. Others are happy to see me again. Some had changed, and even on DeviantArt, they were happy to have me back. Some said, "Oh, it's because we've had a new passion for the fandom. We had our own problems in life." So that was the case. This has been going on since Christmas last year, man. And there are some who have changed for the best. Others had the same ordeal as me. Like, I know you're constantly changing your icon around, mate, so I know I'm trying to remember who that was. But don't get me wrong. What I've had to endure for the last nearly 4.5 years, physical torture and mental, like, what's the word? Not mental, but I mean, I've had a physical trauma effect after what I endured. Because we all, now I'm not trying to avoid, well, I avoid drama big time, but whenever I pop in, that's when they all went into it. I've had people who weren't the friends I believed I had. Some changed for the worst. Some would backstab me because they were waiting to do it. And others will believe in all the rumors that you will hear, you know, that are not true about me. You know,
Right. Right.
because because they believe the whole Titanic thing that I did, you know, regardless of my OC and anime, you know, having a romance, that's normal. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not the only one who does it. Others have done it too because it's part of the romance and love.
Hmm.
And, you know, and I did that still, and I still do my Titanic stuff on rare occasions if anything is related happening. And I'm always thinking, what would the human variation be? And again, others think it's just shocking. I mean, others still like what they say about it, and I'm not getting any heat for it anymore. But they all keep saying about those on Discord and whatnot, saying, "Oh, this guy does type, you know, top player or whatever, all that crap," saying it to illegal underagers. Problem is, the underagers shouldn't come to me because I have a different approach nowadays because I don't tolerate the younger generation of how they are at times. I've seen the change get worse over time. That's why I stick to people who are the same in my class. And just ignoring and just so you guys viewers know if you're watching this, just ignore the constant notifications on my end because I have so many you know servers up that I'm a part of where it goes crazy. So just ignore that. That's irritating you guys because I'm in many other things that are not related to this fandom.
Oh, there it
Just
is.
there's who.
I found the stream where you and I first met. I just
Oh,
found it.
and what year was that in? Because I may not have remembered. Because
It actually
2000.
was
Oh, sorry about that.
um it actually was 3 months ago when we first met. So this was actually back in
Oh, so this is still
April.
recent.
So this was in April. And the only reason I can tell is
Old
because of the
friend.
profile picture changing. It's the exact same
Yes.
ones that I have.
Okay, Abu. Now, how can we not be old buddies if it's been a few months? So it's obviously we were celebrating the Titanic theme. You just so happened to pop in about it because it was obviously related to the anniversary. That's it. Now I remembered.
Uh-huh.
I can. That's
Because
it.
there it is.
Yep, that's it right
Yes.
there. Along with Erica, boy, he definitely had a lot of fun. I remember you now, Cam. I'm glad we're back
Indeed.
together. We're not old
Me
friends,
too, man.
but we're still acquainted. But still,
Indeed.
I just felt like it was somebody else I remembered from all those years ago. Like somebody else I remembered. But obviously you're still new and fresh and back in my life and now. And again, I felt sorry for your last stream. I was just rewatching, and I was like, "Oh God, this guy's gone through a lot," and I felt sorry for you and everybody else, including you know Margie Garcia, who's here watching us right now. I felt sorry for her for the ordeal that you guys were going through. So you have my neutral support. And Super Dude 24 seems to be a familiar individual. I don't know why. I'm just getting that familiarity again. But any case is, there was just so many things that were going down with me. Like I know for a fact, the Titanic thing has been grand because I'm obviously going to the expedition in my hometown of Birmingham next week because it's the first time I've done it at the expedition in over here, and I will be in my cosplay just with a new captain hat that I ordered. So I will look a lot like my OC. And yes, guys, the real King Fan 701 is here. I know you guys might be a bit unfamiliar about me. You may have heard me by name or by my movies, but if you got to know me in person, you kind of would like to have second thoughts about not wanting to turn the other cheek. Because I'm a good lad, well spoken, but it's the fact is I've been through a lot of ordealing for the last couple of years, and I know, Cam, I nearly hesitated on you because I thought for a moment, because on Discord it's a completely different story. Elsewhere and about, I'm just glad you found me without realizing that you discovered that to me. So, and again, I contacted you in and all the other guys in, but I had to leave a lot of servers because of, all the BS I've had to endure.
Right. I understand you. Believe me, I've been through a lot myself. Not really only that, but if you didn't know, of course, I haven't told you. Of course, yeah, I'm new to you, but Marky and I are, of course, together. As of course, we've been together for a while now.
Well,
She
congrats.
she's
I
been
wouldn't say I'm
really
not
my
jealous type,
support
but I'm happy for
mostly.
you guys.
Um,
If you ever guys need any confirmation or comforting, I'm there for you both. Just for neutral support, that's what it is. Like, because I'm still single, and you said that, one of the things you said was being straight, and I am too, believe it or not. And yet, people like that are getting thrashed for it in the community that I cannot get along with, because obvious reasons. Just because I'm straight, people think I'm bad. Either ways, lads,
believe
if anybody else wants to pop in to keep us company, that's fine. And again, ignore the notifications on my side. I have so many servers that I'm in out all over the place, and it's as long as you've got headsets on, that's
I'm
fine.
going to.
Now, sorry if I'm walking around here because it's absolutely bloody hot over here. I'm absolutely drenched in sweat, and I'm literally just trying to keep cool.
I understand you.
Yeah, because it's flipping hot over here. It was 27 degrees yesterday, and now it's going to hit 24 later on in the week. So right now, I'm literally just keeping myself cool as possible so I don't get dehydrated.
I got you there, man. Believe me. You ain't the only one hot.
I know.
I'm
Either
I'm
way,
also as
lads,
well.
I'm just going to check
Hey,
it.
let me go and tell you, super dude. Let me go and tell you something. You being with Luca must have been one of the most best things you ever have experienced. So I'm happy for you two. And believe me, I'm happy with Margie myself. Couldn't be happier with anybody else.
Oh, the thing is, because I'm using a different thing here, I'm not on my actual stream thing, so I'm on differently. But at least I can fav here and I can't hit in the chat because obviously I'm using a different version of myself here.
Indeed.
No, I've had 7 relationships in my life. My last one lasted for 8 long years. That
What?
was the longest I ever had. But since 2017, I've been single. And since then, I tried to find love. And that's what led me to all the BS stuff that had to happen. Because I do get liked on easily because of how caring I can be. It's just the fact is, you know, I don't want to be taken advantage of like I had been.
Right.
And I did. And that's what led me to being framed into what you may have seen on fandom, and all I've said is nothing but the truth.
Right. One thing you can say is the truth. I'll be honest with you. I mean, no one can fuss at you because you left the fandom. I mean, to be honest with you. It's your decision. And I mean, at the same time, you're going through all the shit anyway. People keep on putting you through shit. Of course, you're gonna try to, like, keep yourself cool from not, or like, keep yourself calm from getting because of what they say. Believe me, it's happened to me so many times. I tell everyone now. I've been hurt so many times to the point where I don't care. That's just the person I am. If I get hurt, I won't care at all. It will hurt me. It will make me suicidal. I know. But believe me, in the end, I won't give a shit about them, and I'll hope they'll die in a grave for all I care. Because if they wanted that for me, I bet I'd want it for them too. Let me go and tell you
It's
that.
just the fact is, like I said before, I was taken advantage by, you know, oh boy, oh, looks like somebody else wants to get in that streaming, but I'm too busy with you. I'm already
Oh,
streaming
geez.
already.
I mean, it depends on who it is. If it's someone that I would like to meet, they can join us as well.
It's somebody somebody, an old friend. It's somebody who just recently knew about me, apparently being an old fan of mine. But either ways, they're Cam K2. Like I said, I'm trying to explain this, but I fear this will be turned the wrong way because I've told
Right.
this 100 times. Because not because of the Titanic stuff I've been known for doing over the years, which some people still don't get at times. The thing is, let's just say, you know, the other thing that keeps going around, which is not true, is the whole thing regarding what other people in the Thomas fandom have suffered, just like me. It's the thing about regarding paraphernalia, and that sickens me to my deepest guts. I vomit every time about this, and this is something I am not. I got framed for this, and for 3 years I've had to fight it because of an underage user who took advantage of me. You know, she took the unnecessary liking because the girl in question, who I shall never name again, because I had to move on, she just started hitting on me, and I tried to catch her in the act. Doing all the things that you would consider to be, the wrong things. So I just played along. Inside, I was sickened to my guts. Doing all the shit that happened via Discord and all that crap. People wanted to see my Titanic mature thing because they were underage. They were breaking the rules themselves, so they tried to make me look like a bad guy. And then I just did it. It was like, because I just thought if anybody likes that, that's fine. But they were going to pay the price. Then it got worse. The fact that this underage in question went as far as like doing, I can understand why, because puberty plays a big part of us as teenagers. So I get that. It went too far. I was going to get, only with OCs, that's fine. That's as far as I was going to go. But it went too extreme after that. Because she did the horrible thing of, quote unquote, body revealing, which really got me badly, and that was sickening. To be honest, on the inside, I was pissed off. I was thinking, why would somebody younger than me do this shit to make me into something that I'm not? And that's what happened. And one of my buddies in question, named Neo1989, who I only say once, he was the first one to fall victim to the same person who got me. Because he said, why would somebody like me, who's 30 plus, want to see, an underage autism girl rail fan, strip nudity on a throne for me? That's just disgusting, so piss off. And that's what he said. And those two had some bad blood after that, and that's when I fell victim, not realizing that I became the second victim. And since then, I was very apologetic. I was regretful. I just played along, and she told me to get out and said some racial slurs, and that was it. Since then, all her friends have ditched her since because of the weirdo she turned into, from what I was told. But the damage was done. Others kept doing bad streams to further hate me. They were stealing my contents, doing all that shit, And guys, if you guys are listening, pretend you didn't hear this, or try and gather up the courage to digest this. Because of all of this, it was so bad. I literally had to endure it. It sickened me so bad that I literally had to leave, and I had to get help because I was on the brink of collapsing. Because truth be told, I'm not I'm not a guy who would do paraphernalia shit. I'm not a pedo as some people think. Some people are still accusing me of that by Discord to this day. Everybody else in the Tom's community suffered from this abuse as well, so I'm not alone. But I'm nothing like that. I've explained many times. I've told it 100 times. I've told it just now. I'm a good guy who was just caught, who tried to do the right thing, but the strategy backfired. And that's what further led me to what I had to do during 2022, 2023 to where we are now to get away from the drama. And a lot of people can tell I'm nothing bad. Hell, people went as far as criticizing me as being the new bloody goddamn bosher of the Thomas fandom, which was a massive slap in the face. And yet that comparison stopped around the same time in 2021, thank God. But that was a major slap in the face. I've asked people, everybody else has the same question. They say, Kane fan, you're nothing like Bosher at all. You're totally different. You're a good man. Because what he did, even to this day, a lot of people still think is disgusting. And I know I'm dominating with this whole time.
Right.
I'm venting here because what he did was so bad. I did the right thing by getting out of there because I never took part in his projects because I knew they were going to be terrible. Because I foresaw it. And nobody listened. Despite the fact he came back, and despite he uploaded his terrible films again, and everything else that went through it, everything else that happened, some of the cast are fine with this. Even Hazel's voice actress came back and explained of how she made the character popular in a way. Still praises her for everyone still praises her for the acts that she did, as Hazel the B12, which is good and all. But the damage was done. And every time I watch back at these videos, I can't help but give a sick joke of like this is just a rip-off after rip-off after every movie we've been watching, and it's not original. Look at what I did with my Ghost Train stories with 311 and Timothy. They're all original on my ideas. And like I said, I know it's touching and everybody else are realizing, what the hell am I doing here? What do I have to be here for? Just chill and take it one by one, lads. I'm just happy that,
Understandable.
I know everybody are wondering why am I here, but it's good to know that we're back together after a couple of months after the Titanic thing. I'm thanking you to, putting me on, Cam K2. I appreciate that. It's just the fact is, all the things I've had to go through. I've had a very emotional summer because fans came back to me still. They love my content. I'm still finding fans on Discord who have heard of me who are just on to have me in. Because even in the train service before I got banned out, they were all happy to see me. They really enjoyed talking to me. They really felt like I was good company. And then when all the bots and all the other guys come in, they would just say, oh no, he's just like, get him out. And they would, without me having a chance to explain my side of things. And it's disgusting. And
right.
I know you might be scratching your head right now in the confusion, lads, but I've had to endure physical treatment on myself to get through this. But I'm happy where I am in life. I'm in an emotional, happy, joy stage where I feel like I can forgive and forget. Because everybody who I felt wronged me, or I may have wronged by accidental, I just want to forgive and forget. Because we can't keep going with the hating for so long, because what's that do to us? It makes us worse. You see, if you don't progress in life, or for yourself, you're just going to plummet down and hit rock bottom. So, we move on for what we do, because every year is going to be different. It's not going to be the same. We've endured too much turmoil. Things have changed for me because of what happened in the UK and where we are now. That's changed me badly. but for the good reasons as well. But my whole things with Titanic and everything, that's never going to change. But, you know, my stuff with trains and Thomas and stuff, it's still a lovable thing. Because without Thomas, I wouldn't have fell in love with the railways since I was 1 year of age. So for 32 years, I've been a Thomas fan. That's how long I've lasted. You know, from the very beginning. And I do find it frustrating. There are those who can change, those who can, those who can see it. That's good for them because they know they can do it. But for those who keep on continuously to slander, to those who continue only talk about nothing but the flaws that we have in life, that makes it worse. Again, Cam K2, I know I'm talking my rear off with this because obviously, once I start talking, I can't stop. And I get frustrated because it makes me feel like I'm venting here.
Right. I understand you there. Believe me,
Hmm.
Yeah, go on.
But clearly, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's still ridiculous. With people who want to do all this stuff, because I remember watching one of your streams recently, because I recently watched your previous one, which did make me tear up. Because I felt sorry for all of you. For everybody else who went for that ordeal, I felt sorry for you guys. I really did. Just made me want to reach out and comfort you because seeing people depressed and sad like that, it just hurt me. Like, I cannot stand people being upset.
Well, we're glad to have your support, man. We can go and tell you that. But I
That's
can
because
tell you one thing that I'm actually pretty happy about. One thing I am happy about is that here's the thing that maybe I haven't told you yet. I hope you understand that you and a few others are the ones that inspired me to do YouTube. I didn't do YouTube when I was watching your channel, but am I inspired now to do it? Heck yeah, I am. I've been doing it for a year now. I'm already up at 274 subs, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm well,
well,
well. But the one
if
thing
you
that I
think
didn't know
that
how
was
to do
shocking with
was
me,
edit things.
well, if you think that's
Yeah,
shocking,
one
mate,
thing that I
I
know.
actually, if you think that's good, mate, because I have actually got something K million, something 8,000 K, 200 subs, so I've got quite a lot, man, since I've been along. Oh, and what's good about this, I didn't realize it, but it seems like I'm not the only one here who has Asperger's syndrome. Turns out your current girlfriend has one too, just like me.
Indeed.
That's good. That makes me further connected, and I feel happy about that.
Indeed.
Like I said, I'm just saying because the more I reach out and find people with that, the more I feel happy and cozy with. Like a comfortable thing. So I've just subscribed and having a good look because I'm just curious.
Well, thanks, man. That's very kind-hearted of you, man. Someone to know that someone famous has subscribed to me makes me feel warm-hearted, man.
I
Especially
know
someone who has
because
inspired me to be doing this. I didn't even know
I
how
don't
to
know
edit
why.
till today.
Oh, I see what this is about. I'm not sure what she meant by saying, someone called Hazel. It's not Hazel the B12, is it? The one who's been pissing off. It's not that Hazel,
Um,
it's something different. It's not the same B12 Hazel that we're in, because I get confused with names as well.
I don't know for sure,
Just
but I
curious,
do
that's all.
know. Here she is.
Oh, and oh well, I guess we're being joined. Now things are getting good.
Hello.
Indeed. Hey, my dear.
Hello there, Margaret. It's a pleasure to meet you in person.
Margie.
It's
Mark, yeah.
Margie.
Always a pleasure to meet somebody else who has the same condition as I do. So that makes me happy.
Oh, you're autistic?
Yes, you wouldn't even notice that I had Asperger's syndrome because I do. I wasn't
Oh,
born with it. I was diagnosed with it at the age of 4 after a bleed in the back of my head, which could have killed me 33 years ago.
oh
That's
God.
how, and that's your hint, man. That's how old I am. I may not look like it, but I am in my early 30s.
You sound
Oh,
like
what?
you're still a teenager.
And
You
that's the
do.
thing. because I have a very distinctive deep tone voice in my box, which is very rare because I have a narrow throat box. I can actually speak my age, others I can sound younger. But what I'm talking like I am now, this is me when I'm outside the internet, or if you met me in person, this is how I would sound like, and it's no surprise. Since the age of 14, my voice cracked, and people always keep mistaking me as an American, Australian, or New Zealander, despite the fact I'm 100% British, even though I've got a bit of Irish in my blood because my mom has two ancestors from that place. But
Oh.
yes, I am. Again, it's good to Cam K2. It's good to know that you came back to me. I mean, we're only still from new friends, but it's the second time we spoke. But I'm just glad you brought me in and to introduce new people. And of course, Marg, it's good to see you too, and
Good
for
to see
everybody
you.
else. And it makes me happy. I feel like I can reach out with more people who I can now consider to be acquaintances, to be quick friends in the making. Because right now, this helps me with my journey. After I know you may have heard what I said for the last 25 minutes because of the ordeals I've had to go through and everywhere else in my life. You know, people always remember me for the Ghost Train films I've done back when the Thomas fandom was in the ghostly Halloween dark time era, when it was a good time to be dark, to be cool, to give us that ghostly ride feeling of a roller coaster, you know. But
Yeah.
times have changed.
Indeed.
I mean, people still do it in my honor. People love to do remakes because they credit me for it. Some love it, some don't. Some are unsure, but it doesn't really matter because a lot of people think it's one of the best things that came out of the fandom. And now, 10 years later on, a whole decade, people have come back. They love it still. They always say that it's one of the best things in the fandom. And people have even reunited with, or even come on Discord or reach out to me. They still call me the man, the icon, the legend of the Thomas fandom who did stuff that others couldn't do. Where there are far greater legends in the fandom like NWI 91, Thomas 123, Victor Tanzik, quote unquote, who voiced with me, and you got other guys like Shudder Productions and just to name a few. They've surpassed me for what I could ever do, but I still left my thumbprint on the fandom, and I'm still trying to get back into it, despite the fact I've been semi-retired since 2017 because of the team I worked with broke down and I had to leave, and because my real life and my social media life clashed into one, and it brought out of me something pretty bad. And I've had to suffer, man. That's why I've had to withdraw from social media because Twitter or X, regardless of what you want to call it, got too out of hand. It's just too toxic for the fandom. So I've withdrew it. Despite I still have it, I don't go on there often anymore because I keep away from all that BS, which was where all my drama was. And of course, Discord's the only place where I can find my, to reach out with other people. Despite that was another thing that was all BS and all that crap and everything that happened. Being on these streams is the only place I can go with when I talk to you guys. But it does feel like I've had an increase. I've rebounded so strongly. Yet there were others who just don't want to listen, don't want to hear me, who just want to shout me down for all the mishaps I did in my life. Because what I've endured was a physical change.
Right.
I've had, like I said before, I'm still the same Kane fan 701 that everybody still admires and likes. But there are those behind who just hate me because they want it, because of drama, jealousy, toxicity, and cruel misunderstandings of how my creative head can work. And because the fact I'm a Shades of Grey guy, coming out with the good and bad. If you guys want to understand what I mean by that, think of it as a Star Wars persona type. You have the light side and you have the dark side of the Force. With me, I'm stuck in between the two. But I stick to the good side, where the dark side acts like a cloak cushion for me to soften up with me, to keep me, because of all the things I've had to traumatize with. You may be all scratching your heads in confusion, but this is how I explain myself, in terms of like how I am as a human being and personality wise. I am a good person, but other people can misunderstand me for the way I communicate, how I present, and how I can talk about certain topics that others may not understand. But I am a good lad. I'm just trying to rebound more as I was before my ordeal in 2020. And I know
Right. I
I know
can.
I took that too much because that's another disability I have. So I'm trying to explain in detail, you know, and I've had to explain it many, many, many times. But I'm a good man now. I came out a better person, and since 2022 in the summer, I found my humanity. I've tried to reconnect with society, and it just gets better and better emotionally because I feel more like myself as I should have been. It's you know very powerful. Oh, apologize for the callings again because I'm in other servers.
It's fine.
Okay, it's fine.
So, anyways, you guys can have the floor now. Because I know you guys are intrigued by what I was saying, so I'll let any of you guys go first while I catch my
Um.
breath.
Well, I can say it's very nice to understand that I'm getting not only like I'm getting experience. Like I have looked at so many of your videos, man, that actually has made me realize that I can I can achieve thing. And thanks to you and the stuff that you've done since I've watched your videos has made me been wanting to do this for a while now. Today I finally achieved my dreams of editing and posting videos, which actually makes me like very, very happy indeed. So now I can actually like start posting things, like different effects and other things that I didn't even know I could do. And now I'm very happy to say that you're the one who's inspired me to do this. And of course, I've been up here for a year, um, and it's been pretty good so far. I can go and tell you that much. On the way to 300 subs, and I can go and
Huh.
tell you it's hard to work on, but I'm slowly progressing as it goes.
You'll get the hang of it. And by the way, like I said, if any of you guys are intrigued, I will actually I'll put my share screen out for you if you're ever intrigued to know. I know some people will be scratching their heads, some might flip out, but because to understand
Hmm.
how I've been, why people always get the wrong end of the stick with me. But any cases, continue on lads. Does anybody else want to communicate? I can see Westerner's muted and he's
That is my friend Mason. He's also part of the Thomas fandom. He's a really good guy if you get to know him. He'll handle any situation possible.
oh,
He's really
hold the
chill
te-
with anyone.
hold the telephone. It's not the same guy with the same name that caused havoc with the other communities, right? The one who was OTT'd about voiced up as this, voiced up as that, because there was another Mason I never liked who gave us all grief.
Oh, oh
Not this,
no, no,
not this,
no,
not
no,
this
no,
one, right? Just making sure
no,
because
no, no, no. This Mason would never do that.
okay, that's cleared up. Okay, moving on.
Hmm.
So I said that was a bit OTT there, lads. I'm just saying because everybody else in that fandom remembered too well.
I know. I understand you guys might believe me. I have been through a few things, but believe me, I've gotten the hang with being with my well, a lovely girlfriend Margie. I'm planning to meet her soon. I'm planning actually to move where she lives as long as my parents are okay with it. That's where I'm
That's
thinking
fine.
about doing.
At least you're living a dream of something that I can only fantasize, sadly, because obviously, well, I hate saying that word, but at least you're living a thing that I once had and nearly could have had. But if any of you guys
I'm
need any comfort, I'm there for you because I know because of experience.
I understand that, man, and thank you for your support, man. I really appreciate a lot of what you do, man. I mean, believe me, I know that you and I don't talk much, but I'm pretty sure as soon as you and I get in the hang of things, you and I will probably be very close intact friends, to be honest with you.
We'll get there eventually. Now, I know this is going to be a big one, but you know what? I think everybody else will be happy about this, and who really gives? who really gives a train's bonker, quote unquote, if I do this anyway? I might as well unmask and have a little face reveal, since I'm not sure if anybody else wouldn't mind that. But I
I've
think it's
seen it. I've seen your face before. Of
you've
course,
seen
with
what I
the
look like,
hat
but
and
the
the
others
suit
haven't
on.
seen me. So
Indeed.
I might as well take the unmasking of Timothy off, and you see the voice of the voice. So here we goes. Just bottom line, my Titanic style at the moment. Just dressed for some occasion. Here
There
I
is
am. Here
Oh,
I am in
that
person.
that's the voice of Timothy and all of the Clinchfield 311 type stuff. That's the man who did it.
wow, you really are in your 30s.
You can tell.
Yeah,
For sure, man.
I
by
would. I
appearance,
may not
certainly.
look like it, but I am because I've got my glasses on because it's bloody bright out there because of my eye sensitivity.
Bloody hell,
I got my
mate. I'll
cap
be
on
honest with you.
because my hair's going grey.
Wow. Yeah. The first time I ever saw you had a hat and a suit on from the Titanic stream you last did with me.
That was because I was dressed as my OC.
Right. For sure.
Okay, I think it's brightened up now. Okay, sun's gone indoors now, so I can just start taking my shades off if these haven't greased already. Okay, here I am now with my eyes up now, so you can see.
And there he actually is.
There I
Without the
am.
glasses.
Shades are always
Oh.
there because of my eye sensitivity.
Makes sense.
And yeah, even though I got my head down, I'm actually still looking, and I'm just doing that because obviously
The sunlight.
that's because I've got
Right.
a funny spine. That's why.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I know people are happy to see me. Others are a little bit, whoa, unsure. But yes, I'm here. Others can be a bit, you know. But I'm just glad you guys have accepted me, and I will happily, if not, well, I'm not shedding any tears at this point because I've managed to hang them back. I can absolutely, embrace you guys as my new friends now. Or as I like to say, as part of my, I wouldn't say as a cult or as being humanity, because I see everybody as a, well, like the saying, I just welcome as part of the quote unquote brotherhood and sisterhood of humanity, because that's how I see people.
Mm.
That's what happened in
Indeed.
my, that was a part of my changing. Yes, Train with the Prime. We were in a VC. Yes, we were. It was good. And it was a lot of fun. Okay, in the comments, everybody's, oh, here we go.
Right.
You see? That's
Right,
what did I
they're all
say?
starting to notice you for sure.
Yeah, as soon as I quote unquote unmask and show myself, I mean, everyone knows me by my voice. When they see me by my appearance, that's where it can sometimes get a little, like you can see right now, people are kind of getting a little excited. I know, I'm not trying to be treated like a celebrity. I understand how some, my fan base can be a bit, I get it. Because a lot of people even go as far as saying I was the one who changed the fandom of Thomas for good 10 years ago. Someone did that in one of my comment videos, and I'll admit that was never intended. But if you said that to me 10 years ago, you would have been insane to think. If that's the case, then at least I must have done something right in terms of the fandom itself. But then again, how could I tell back then? Because Sonic the Hedgehog's joining us too. This is getting very intriguing.
Indeed. Yeah.
I'll just look.
Sure. Along with my old Scottish lad here as well. Nice to see you again, Super Dude. How's Luca been for you?
Super
He's
Dude
doing alright.
4. I'm getting a sense I may have heard that name somewhere else. It could have been somebody else, but it's really good.
Yes,
It is
Leo.
you, Super Dude. Now I'm getting a sense of familiarity. I thought
Yeah,
so.
I'm not the
Wait a
only one
minute.
with shades
Wait a
on.
minute. Does he have multiple monitors? Because I can see me behind him.
Yeah, he
That's
has
my
multiple
Yes,
screens.
he does. I
Could
can
you
see
see that?
myself in the background.
Well, not exactly. That's my TV behind me.
Yes, I can see myself in the background. I'm following 5 or 10 seconds behind there, so I can see the connection has a bit of a wavelength.
Yeah, I think it's because of the. I think it's because he was watching the stream and then he asked to join. So of course I sent him the link. Yeah,
I think that's how he has
we
to
all know.
join in. I think that's what he's doing.
Indeed. I can say one thing though. Me and my friend did something today, and it's a little thing that he edited up for me. I have it with me. It doesn't have any sound to it, but I did add the sound to it. Posted a few new videos today about it. If you'd like to see it,
Oh
I can
boy.
show it.
Okay, okay, guys. All right. I'm just reading in the private chat, and I'm trying my best not to choke because it is quite funny. I mean, I can't help it. It's part of me being
Believe me.
British, man.
Mate, the chat goes wild when they see you. I told you.
It's not that I mean in the private chat, not the actual comments. I'm talking about the one in the private chat that we can see.
I know, I can see that. Yeah, the people in the pub are going a lot for you. The thing I did
Yeah.
make though, which I guess if I can edit it in again, I did make this today. I finna do one in trains. I have to get Margie's OC for that though, and I'm gonna do something with that soon. That'll be a later video.
It's
While you
okay.
guys are doing that, do you mind, like I said, if any of you are intrigued about what I've been doing in my recent spare time nowadays, despite still continuing on like I've always done, I'm kind of doing it this way. You don't mind if I share screen? Because, I mean, I'm asking because it's your
Sure,
stream,
go
not
on.
mine.
Yeah, sure,
So
go
I'm
right
asking
ahead.
because
Go
I'm
right
just being
ahead, man.
respectful.
I
Okay,
don't
this is
mind at
going to
all. Go
cause
right ahead.
some of you guys might be raising a few eyebrows, and Margaret, if you're interested as well, you're free. You guys can comment and talk every time you need to. Like, if
You
ask,
actually said my full name there.
huh?
You said my full name, Marguerite.
Oh, I just missed out the L. That's the problem. I didn't know. Like,
Wow. Okay, that's something that I learned. I never knew her real name. Well, thank you.
Margaret, yeah.
Well, my full name. My full name. Margie is the short version of my actual name.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say where your first your first six names in there. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't know I was pronouncing your actual. I didn't realize that, so I do apologize if I said the
No,
thing.
it's fine. It's fine.
That's
And since you
surprising. I
have
can't
got an
believe
American
it.
Ice, the icon, which I do feel like is pretty brilliant, I can tell you're a fan of the B&O Challenger types, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, you've actually come across not just a man who likes steam trains, both British and American, but I'm one of those old schoolers, you know. And
Yeah.
like with me, I've got a few OCs myself, so we may have something in common there, apparently. Because you might be in for something special for everybody else. Because honestly, since you got a train OC, I've got one, I've got a bunch of them. But when it comes to the American stuff, you might like what I've got installed on mine because I'm trying to do my CSW, short for Canton Southwestern Railroad Branch Line series. I've done a few of them, and they're actually the new canon for my 311 thing I'm doing. It's
Oh.
different from the movie. It's not like what we saw in the movie. It follows a different canon timeline just after 1957 from the accident, because that was a one-off time film, and I felt like it's time to reinvent. Like I did with Timothy, I reinvented him as a good guy instead of keeping him as a ghost, because I decided to make him like a character who lived. Just so 311's having the same treatment in my head canon, because this is my way of progressing and moving on from the other team who just seem to like, you know, who I once worked with. I just feel if only this could, if they had known what I'm doing at the moment, they would be much happier about it. I just don't like the fact that some are still mocking my last one from shot by shot, despite either it's done by a tribute as a memory for me, or something completely different as a big verbal slap in the face. I don't know. And to be quite really honest, I could really give a tender's bunker for all I care. Yes, I'm throwing in some railway puns in there because why not? It's
Wow.
railway sense of humour.
Not only can he be really, really nice with his words, he's also very funny.
Yeah.
That's just that's part of my condition of me being autistic. Because once I go into a certain interview like that, it's a totally different thing. Okay, in order for me to share screen with this, because I'm using different styles, I'm gonna have to. Okay, let's see if this works out. Okay, share the audio, because in order for you to hear me, I have to share the audio. So you might end up hearing yourself.
Hearing ourselves.
Oh.
Okay, it says
Okay.
be careful because it might. All right, you guys aren't hearing anything on your side that's for
I don't think
echoing,
so.
correct?
No,
I don't
we
think so,
don't.
no.
Oh, that's good then. I mean, we can all put our share screens up if we wanted to, but here's what I've been doing. So I'm going to take you into my DA. This is where some people don't always like what I do, but I'm sure you guys can understand, right?
Yeah.
If you'd
Yeah.
like to see anything that's intriguing, you can always Q&A, ask or whatever. Don't, in case you're curious about something.
Alright.
Jane's My Hero Academia fan. Oh, I think someone's been watching too much anime. I know that series. Anyways, lads, here we are. Welcome to
Oh,
my
I
DA.
also have a DeviantArt account.
Well, here I am.
Wow.
I've been on here for 14 years, that's how long I've lasted.
Wow.
Good gracious,
Damn.
God.
14
This is all brand
years.
new. Yeah, that tells me, if anybody wants to know, that will tell you what I've been currently up to. Just ignore the stuff here. If there's anything that you might consider a bit TT, just understand that was my way of thinking. Anyways, these are in my... Oh yeah, this is where I recently had come back from. This is my first anime con, the Japanese stuff. And that's me.
Wow.
I love it.
That's amazing.
That's me as my alter ego. As Kane Smith in my
Wow.
Titanic fanfic, as if I was in Tokyo. And yes, I did some Star Wars lightsaber practicing, which was a hell of a lot of fun. And my God, was I sweating like batshit crazy at the end. It was a good workout, though. I felt pretty good in the end.
Yeah.
Because I am a Star Wars fan since 1997. In any case, here we go. I'm just going to show you that's my favourite Sweden band that saved my life, which I've met them, by the way. If any of you guys like anime, you should check out my Azure Lane thing, which is like the battleships of World Wars 1 and 2, who are basically in human forms. It's a famous video game that everybody latches onto.
I mean, I've seen Goku.
And yes, you can tell. Alright. There's my Thomas thing in here, which I've been doing since I started using trains back in the day, and this is what I'm up to right now. Because I'm currently just changing my cannons all over again.
Looks like Thomas has seen things.
Yes.
Thomas has
because
seen everything.
Thomas has seen literally something. Thomas has never seen such bullshit before. Sounds like.
It's basically Thomas as an industrial and Percy as an industrial. It's quite funny actually in the fandom that I like these things for a joke.
The
Thomas
image
makes
beside
up
it. Yep. The image beside it seems like Thomas has seen shit he hasn't even seen before.
Yeah, basically Thomas is looking at quote unquote San Juan legend Frank, 1522. Two legends from Eagle.
Frisco
You remember that?
1522.
Yeah, the loudest American engine of all time, but I beg to differ.
Timothy
I
and
have
Jay
to get going,
Thomas.
guys. I'll see y'all later.
That's
Alright,
alright.
see you later, Margie.
See ya.
Take care.
You
I
can
love
come
you,
back whenever
Cam.
you need to.
I love you too, Margie.
At least I found a new friend as well in the progress.
Right.
As you can clearly see here, some of
Wait,
these are
Caveman
new.
701, is that you?
Pardon?
Is that you?
Me? Which one?
You. He's talking about you. He's asking if it's the real you.
Yeah.
You mean the real Kane Fan 701?
Well, it's an honor to meet you.
Yes.
My name is Gabe.
Let me see who else is there. Hang on. Let me just got my share screen so I can see who's big. Who's popped in? Oh, Global Cartoon Crossover. You're the one?
Yep.
Yep, that's me. It's me, the guy who did Timothy
Hey,
and everything else.
Mason, mate, if you don't understand, the person that's sitting beside you is the famous Kane Fan 701, the one that did all the Timothy and Clinchfield type
That's
movies
me.
and stuff that for all of us, at least for
He
the
even
Thomas
voiced Eagle in the
Oh.
North.
Yes, Frost, that's the exact same. That's where everybody remembers me now for too, because I did Eagle. Because I'm basically talking in my actual voice.
Wait a minute, but hold on. You also was with Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3 as well, voicing with some
That's
of
right.
his
I
as
did
well.
Eagle. I've done Eagle. I did the News Reporter. I even did Constable Chap, which I was very happy for doing, and even other SWAT team members. which was my last big role before my quote unquote retirement, semi-retirement.
Right. I remembered you also from somewhere.
Oh yeah, I even did. I even voiced in Dalek Double Four's second co with Thomas and Friends. Yeah, that's another thing I was best known for because I did Henry in the voice dubbing.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Again, you're
Yeah,
saying
he's
it's
most
not me.
definitely.
Everybody says that. I'm truly blessed. Sky Splat Allen, Jesus Christ, what the heck's going on in that private chat, bro?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to say it, but if you're gonna do that, take that somewhere else, please.
Yeah, take it
You
somewhere
see what I
else.
mean? That's why I've got an extra pair of eyes. I can see things that maybe other guys may not be aware of.
Very disgusting.
Not when I'm around
Sadly, I
either.
don't have that. I wish I did, but I don't. Sadly.
The thing is with me, when I'm seeing stuff like that, I'm like you know, I'm here and I'm seeing stuff there that's not comfortable with me, which is like, you know, like, dude, not there, not when I'm around.
Yeah, get a
Very
room.
true. Very,
Playing from
very.
experience because I've had it done on my streams too. So I'm just saying, experience. Anyways,
I
back to
did
my
make
sharing.
something. I did make something that I posted. I think today my friend helped me with it. It's a roll of Edwards. He I guess he was pulling some type of train or something and rushed it by and we steam in the person's face.
Indeed. Now, in case you're wondering, guys, you can see on my DA page right now, I actually do have a couple of OCs that I am a part of. Some are just me and some of my early canons. Like, now, in case you're wondering, that is actually, that character there, that is actually me in my old form.
Nice.
Oh wow.
In my old
Wow.
form. However, though, this is actually me. This is supposed to be me in my Railway Series form as I am in a way.
Hold on, wait. Alan asked, "Did you voice Eagle even in the Mr. A Hedgehog series?"
I don't remember that. No, that would have been
I think it
somebody
means
else.
hedgehog.
I must have done. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I
I
think that
can't
was
remember.
someone else.
Somebody else.
I think it was someone else. I think it
Maybe.
was someone else actually, because I don't.
Anyways,
Yeah,
as I'm
I
dropping
think I
down,
remember seeing.
around, I've been doing some new improvements. Like I said, I'm just getting more as I can get. You know. Just ignore the browsing thing, and of course that's Brandon. If any of you know who Brandon is, Optimus Prime himself.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
Oh yeah, yeah. By the way, yeah, and I'm just letting you know, yeah, I'm good friends with him.
Yeah, I know he's a bit strange, but he's always happy.
Yeah,
I usually
well, but you
He
know
never
what?
talk.
I don't really care. Well, just like you know, I don't really care what Brandon is. I just like him the way he is. That's why he's
I
a
like
good
him
friend.
for
I
he
just
is
like
too,
him the way
yeah.
he-
But when I get to like a serious matter, he does tend to like get with the serious with the flow. Like, why did he? Because in my videos, in the videos he puts me in, he always keeps hiding my face. He never reveals me. And I said to him, please, Brandon, the drama's done with. Just put me in the show. It doesn't matter if those guys, who get all crazy bad shit or whatever. Who gives a crap? It's just me. I know he's doing it to protect me, but that's long in the past.
Yeah. Understand.
And yes, you can clearly see now my headcanon of Thomas is different for all many reasons. Because I haven't done a series, but I'm trying to. But my fanfics are what usually do the storytelling. Some of these I've done because of borderism, or some I'm just playing around with because obviously trying to show that I am pretty good. And yes, I actually am becoming a big fan of the alternate variations of Thomas and Friends, like what if James was a Gresley type, or if Gordon was a V2 class, or if Henry had different builds. It's just all for fun, and I like it. Even Edward in his improved Audrey Midlands look, because that's how I've risen him as he is today. Okay, that's my new current form at the moment, because that's how big I'm supposed to look. I can see you guys are a bit silent at the moment. Let's go. Is anything all right?
Everything's fine.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it just usually happens sometimes, but yeah.
Fair enough. Either ways, like I said, I'm just gonna cut through as best I can. Like everybody always likes me for what I've done. And I mean, a lot of people do, slander me with my Titanic stuff, which I'm gonna bravely and boldly show you guys. I know what's her name, America missed to see this. I mean, but maybe there's always another time. I'll show you guys if you're intrigued, but if you find it's a bit bizarre, you can always tell me. Because this is what people still slander me on, even when I was long in my 20s. That's how long it lasts for.
Jeez.
Yeah, because of the fact my OC character has a romance with Titanic. Basically, the human form of the vessel. Because everybody's done Rose and Jack over the many times. I wanted to do something different. Like the romance between a vessel and this and that. Humanized variation. Like, these are the stuff that were based on reality when that sub got imploded. What would Titanic be thinking? And I gained a lot of intrigue on that one. Fans went crazy on that. When I was doing it, like, whoa. And yes, there's my OC and there's Titanic. What's wrong with this anyway? Nothing. It's just me showing my anime creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And there's basically, spoiler alert, guys, what Titanic looks like in my fanfic in Raise the Titanic, if you remember the movie and the novel. This is what she looks like when she's salvaged, when she comes up. It's a hyperactive of the novel version and the film. Just a little bit dramatic with the raising is all.
That's actually interesting.
Like, I mean, there's no problem with this at all. Everybody does their own creativities, and everybody just kept bashing me for it,
I mean, yeah, but I also get what you mean. You're just basically just thinking outside the box and etc. And then all of a sudden, just people just start criticizing that. And
I mean, people can't be criticized, but what you would call quote unquote criticism was not what I would call that. It was more like anti-bully social jealousy.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, some people would want to do that, but for me, I just like what you come up with, etc. Because that's what you do. You just
it's my way of
understanding.
It's my way of understanding Titanic and everything else. I mean, it's good enough that the new vessel is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she will get a new life in a few years' time.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of which, while we're doing this, I'm going to play this. I've got something you guys might like. Oops, sorry if I hit my Discord there. Just pretend you didn't see that. Very protective of my Discord life. That was where all my shit comes from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, because I did some good AI music that I did based on my CSW thing, And I did one with 311, which I was very proud of. And I actually gave permission for somebody to do a music on it because special permission. And speaking of which, I actually did an OC song for Brandon and I'm not going to lie, the AI song I used was quite funny and it literally nailed his OC brilliantly.
Right.
I'm just going to play it now. It's quite funny. It's quite funny to listen to, so I'm just going to mute it first and see if I found the right one. Okay, I think I found it. This is going to sound a bit silly, but trust me, this is what I did automatically, and this is what the song came out of.
Right.
And I'm hoping we can get away with this.
Well, who knows? Who knows, really?
It came out as an entitled Brandon the Red Canadian because he's obviously Canadian and he's an E2 class.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned Thomas and Sodor and they just did this. So this is what it's called. Are you guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna cut my camera off. There we go.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea, actually.
Here we go. And this is what it is. Hopefully you can hear this.
Yeah, who knows, really?
Okay, can you hear it?
Yep, I can hear it.
Here we go.
We hail from the snowy north, where the pine trees stand tall, brought to this island railroad to answer steam engines' call. Thomas was his brother, who won well renowned, but Brandon had his own ways making rumbling sounds. From the plains of Manitoba to Sodor's rolling green, he brought with him the spirit of our Canadian dream.
And that's exactly what he did.
Steaming through the valley where the river runs. From the top of Netford Station to the countryside so wide, Brandon the Red Canadian on his Sodor ride. Through the tunnels and the meadows, he rode with steady grace. Every whistle and chime put a smile on every face. The children all adored him as he puffed along the track, always there to lend a hand, never looking back.
How cool is that for Brandon's theme? This is what the AI did for me.
Right. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That actually is really good. Actually.
Sounds pretty good, not gonna lie to you.
Oh, jeez, Cam. Jeez. Don't do that. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not gonna lie, that does actually always sound really good, actually, and it is quite accurate, to what Brandon would do.
What do you mean? You were quite surprised by that? So it's like you're very surprised by it. You can't actually.
I'm not actually not lying this time because it does obviously sound accurate, Like I said,
It does.
it sounds accurate to what he would
I
do.
do admit-
etc.
The bit where it said from Manitoba, Canada to Social, I was thinking that's quite a long way to puff, but they're not connected. But it's not all accurate, but it can tell the
Yeah.
story of where Brandon was, like he's Thomas's brother. I was trying to do it accurately as story can in my universe. And of course, Brandon has heard it. I have sent him that song. It's his to use if he wants to. But
Right.
again, I did it because as a tribute to him for being a good friend, despite
Aw.
how he can be. All the
Yeah.
stuff he had to endure and everything I've done.
Mhm.
And yeah, he's not the only one I ever did. I mean, hell, I even did one for, I've done a bunch of them for 311, which I'm very proud of.
Wow.
Because I actually am trying to do my own soundtrack on CSW. If it were to be like San Juan. Hell, I even did, and you may remember, I even did one for Victor Tanzik, which he was so happy about, and everybody else thought that.
Oh, yeah, Victor, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, that song that he mentioned me in, he created me for, I did that for him for what he's done, and he loves it. He can use it if he wants to, but if anybody else is, they're free to share it.
Alright.
Hopefully this video will hold up, because obviously we're playing free II music.
Mhm.
If you think that was good, some of the songs I did were very good. Like I even did one for 311. There's one I've done, which I'm very proud of saying. I'm going to play this now. I think some of you might get a little bit shocked. And if anybody else here is still watching this, try and enjoy it as best you can. Because some of these songs I did, I was so proud of. Like, there's one in particular that got it quite wrong and inaccurate in terms of the year or whatever, but I felt like it worked. Even though Clinchfield in my film is no longer a ghost anymore, it still worked in popularity. Let me just get the right one up. Sorry.
I can't say one particular thing. I got my video that I just made. I want to edit as a video clip as the I can't remember which one it was. I think it might be this one. That I need
We
to
gotta get
upload
going.
it. Alright, let me go. Yeah. If it will load, then I'm pretty sure if it loads correctly, then is it this one? Oh, it is this one. I love this.
I heard Edward's whistle then. I heard that.
Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you that I did today. This is actually what I wanted to show you. It's gonna start right about now. And there it went. There it goes. That's what I actually did today. I did a few more today, but I gotta go edit those. But that's actually what I did today. To be completely honest with you.
Again,
Right.
Super Dude, I'm glad that you came in. I was just trying to remember. I know we met somewhere before. It could have been somebody else, but now I can see,
Mhm.
so many comments in it. It's good to know, man. And you think that's good?
Yeah.
I found it. I found it now, guys. I'm just going to hit my share screen. Let's hopefully this will work out. I'm going to play the song anyway, so hopefully this won't be a problem. You can read the
Alright.
lyrics.
You go and do so.
This is the song I did on an AI thing, and it nailed it good. It's the best 3 long song I've done in terms of mentioning the Clinchfield Curse. If I was to redo the movie, this would be the theme, not like Long Black Train that everyone remembers it for. If I was to remake the movie, this would be the song I've got, and it's really
Okay.
good. I did a new shot to make it more like menacing, and this is the song. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just dropping the volume down. Here we go. So it won't be too loud for your speakers, guys. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
This one is so catchy. Come on.
Alright.
On a chilly night in November, the story's still written out. The Clinchfield 311, she rolled through our town. Steel wheels are screeching, her whistle a mournful wail. The night she met her fate and ghost riders on her trail. They called it the
I'll
Clinchfield
just got my video.
Curse,
Hang on.
whispered soft and low. A tale of misfortune where the cursed engines go through the Appalachian shadows where the moonlight fades. 311 carried her burden, darkness in her wake. Oh, Clinchfield 311 on tracks of sorrow and doom. With a ghostly engineer, she rolled into her tomb. Whispers in the wind, Fears that took flight. The clinch field curse creeps through the night. The cool towns all remember the wreck of 53, when smoke turned to ashes and life set free. Superstition gripping hearts as the rails grow cold. No one dares to ride her, tales of her curse retold. In the dead of night, when the train cries out in pain, you can almost see the phantom etched in fire and rain. Cold dust and shadows, memories that stay. The Clinchfield 311 forever lost its way. Oh, Clinchfield 311, on tracks of sorrow and doom. With a ghostly engineer, she rolled into her tomb. Whispers in the wind, fears that took flight. The Clinchfield curse creeps through the night.
So proud of this song, man.
Girl, man, this is amazing.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but I have to agree with Will.
She rolled to her tomb. Whispers in the wind, fears that took flight. Clinchfield curse creeps through the night.
She'll take your soul in the night.
On the dead of night, when the train cries out in pain, you can almost see the phantom and life set fire in the rain. Cold dust and shadow, memories that stay. The Clinchfield 311 forever lost its way. Oh, Clinchfield 311, on tracks of sorrow and doom. With the ghostly engineer, she rolled into her tomb. Whispers in the wind, fears that took flight.
Yep. Even to this day, her spirit creeps through the night. Telling you, it's a very catchy AA song I did, and I was proud of it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys think, but I was pretty sure you were
Okay.
impressed.
I am more than
That's
impressed.
amazing. Made me
Yeah.
come back to my evil. It made me come back to my evil acting days.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but that was amazing. That was amazing. Not gonna lie.
It was
That's the best song
amazing.
I've done on 311. If I was to redo the movie, this would be it.
Yeah, and that one, that song, no, that deserves more than that deserve a lot more than top marks. It deserves a lot of marks.
Hopefully that will be alright, and hopefully everybody else will get through that by listening to it. Hopefully we won't get... It's an AI song, it's not really... You know... what else have I done? I've done a couple of them, you know. Like, I've done a lot of them. I even did one based on, you know, on 311's spoiler alert, New Lease on Life, because even before she becomes part of the 311, you know, the Clinchfield branch line I'm trying to do, she actually changed hands with ownerships. This is in my new can, just to let you know, of multiple owners that saved her on the CSW, which we saw in the movie. And then she would become part of the southern region, you know, like 4501 and the other class members for a good while. Then would become a member of the Fort William Society, the same place that has 765, you know, because that's who she'd be with for a while before landing in CSW, despite the Fort Wayne Society, where I would still keep ownership of her in terms of, like, you know, partnershiping, and that's what happens. And this is where it's like today still. But she got reputation as still dubbed as Jessica, but ended up having a new number in the Southern, dubbed as number 1409. Now, if you're wondering, let me just do that again. Now, if you're wondering, okay, I got it. Now, if you're wondering as to why, well, it's because of this song I did here. It's because this is what would become of her.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. So she would be part of the Southern Steam program for a good long while. This is what would happen to her. And it was all done, and it's all done to basically masquerade her actual identity so no one would think she was the engine who was jinxed. Because everyone thinks she's dead at this point, still. But she isn't. And it's because of all this that helped her become a free engine afterwards. Now you're gonna like this song when I go on this. Let me just cut my screen again, and I'll just make sure this one. But if you hear it, I'll just put the lyrics in so you can hear what the guy's saying. Because I did 2 versions of this.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me see how many views my recent videos have gotten. I wonder. I need to go and check about that. Wow. 5 to 10 to 8, 22, 34. Goodness gracious God.
Aye?
Just looking at some of the recent videos I've made today.
Oh, okay, I found it, guys. Super Dude 24, I know you were impressed with the Clinchfield new theme I put for an AI, but you're going to like this new song I did on Jessica based on her joining on the Southern Rail. Not Southern Railway as in the British one, but as in the American one, like 4501 was a part of.
Right.
Part of the Southern Railway program. Now, let me just get through these notifications because they are obviously driving my head crazy because they're still chit-chatting. I'm used to it, but it does get a little bit irritating.
Yeah, it does start to get irritating at some point.
Again, Cam K2, it's good that we're back together. I just didn't realize it was you, man, honestly, because I thought when you saw me on Discord, I thought it was somebody else. So I thought, I recognized, and then bang, But since it's the same guy who I met just recently and this year, I'm just glad, and I'm glad to have met somebody else who has autism like me. So I feel like I can connect and feel happy and safe. Okay,
Indeed.
so that's good. And it's good to see you again as well, Super Dude 24. I think we may have communicated in the past, but I can't even recall when and where.
Yeah, I think we did, but obviously I just can't remember where and when.
I think it was in the comments. Yeah, I saw you quite a lot in.
I think it was.
It had to have been. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember how long ago that was.
Quite a long time. I don't know when or where.
Yeah, I know it was. I know for that it was like a long time ago, but yeah, but geez, seeing you back here, geez, it just brings me back up.
It's good to know. Like I said, my guys, my mates weren't wrong. They told me in Discord you're in a good spot. You have got real friends, and I just got to look hard enough, and this is just a big factor of it, So I know I've got more friends than less haters I've ever had done. So I know I've rebounded. Just others, I've rebounded, but others like around me are not always there to know what I've had to put myself through. Then you believe why I'm in the good and bad scenario, why I'm in the state of conflict, like I'm Darth Vader conflict, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's the song I've got, and let me just get the song's called Running Wild and Free, because that's what became of 311, aka Jessica, as 1409 when she ended up getting her new lease of life. Here we go. You ready for this one? It's going to be a bit catchy. There's 2 versions of this, but this one was the best one I did.
Okay.
And let me just make sure no one's interfering. Let's double check. Yeah. No, I checked it. No, I checked it on the whole time. I was hot and bothered when I got back. I was, yeah, but I mean, my head's all right now. But this here, I'm constantly on and like. We're all closed now. We're all closed.
The one in that room, we've got the side window open.
I know, I'll get back.
Just shut the side window, mate. You leave the top one on the lap.
Yeah, I will, yeah. I'll leave on the last year. I will do that.
You do the side up because you want to.
I'm just doing this quickly. I'm just having a bit of a review. Don't hurt the audio. I expect that's the best thing about summer. It brings all friends back. You know, so I'm having a bit of a blast. I do apologise for that, lads. That was just my mum talking. So if I kept you waiting there, lads, that was my mum you heard in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Happens every time. So are you guys ready for this?
Oh,
I know you Super Dude 24 are excited, man, about this, but this is good. And you can actually, it's really good. So here we go. Just read the lyrics and try and go with the flow. If anybody else is still watching this, enjoy some good country music, because that's what I'm into, by the way. Here we go.
Also the rail she thundered with pride. Passengers young and old came for the ride. Jessica's her name, once known as 311. Now known as 1409. She soars down the line.
I actually wrote these lyrics. That's why it's doing what I'm saying.
Wow.
Calling passengers and trains long and strong. She proved all that doubted her wrong. Back and forth she puffed on day and night, flashing by in a green of light.
Here we go.
Oh, Jessica running wild and free, reading gold, she shines it through glee, shedding off her troubled past. Finally, she could run free at last. Those who knew her on CSW, though she'd never run. Doubt by fear could never be done. Jessica told them with tears and pleas, give me a chance and I'll show what I can be. From Chattanooga to Atlanta, she roamed. Bell fans listening out to her whistle and cry. Smoke and cinder shooting up so high. Southern Star wouldn't let her heart afire to die. Oh, Jessica running wild and free, green gold she shines in pure glee, shedding off her troubled past. Finally she could run free at last. Oh, Jessica running wild and free, green and gold she shines in pure glee, shedding off her troubled past. Finally she could run free at last. From Chattanooga to Atlanta she rolled. Bill fans listening out to her whistle and cry. Green and gold she shines in pure glee, shedding off her troubled past. She could run so free and finally be happy. Also the rail she thundered with pride. Half fans listening out to her whistle and cry.
Oh, got to redo the editing now on that lyrics there.
She says coolly, shedding off her trouble back. She can run so free and finally be happy.
And that's her song theme song. What do you think, boys?
Okay,
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, that was beautiful. That was. I'm not gonna lie.
It was, man.
Okay, I nearly actually teared up there because how beautiful that was.
It's one of the best songs I've done, and it looks like my good buddy Pongmus has finally popped in with my old icon of Timothy in there. Nice, I noticed you, pal. Don't think I didn't notice you, pal, but I spotted you. I just pretend I didn't. Yeah, I can tell
Yeah.
you guys loved it, man. If you think that's really good, like I said, I know I've got some more. I know you guys want to hear more. I think you're getting into it. Let me see what else I can find that will make you guys good. Okay, I know this is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing, but I had a lot of fun putting these songs together. Oh yes, there's actually I think there's actually one song on CSW I'm doing, which is actually a full theme song.
Mm-hmm.
This one I need to cut off here for a second because I need to do what I have to do. Yes, that song I made for Victor, it's still there, even though I did 2 versions of it. I know everybody's thinking, what the heck are we listening to, man? Because I don't usually share my AI songs I do, so I just felt like this is what I've been doing in my recent time, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks, Pongmas. You can talk if you wanted to, unless you don't have to be muted, man. It's really good. Unless
Yeah,
he's
your music was
busy with
pretty
something.
good. I'll be honest with you there.
Thanks, man. These AI songs are good. I actually wrote most of these lyrics, and then the AI just does as it does. And if it didn't sound right, I just give it another go, and
Well,
boom, there it
well,
is.
well, sorry, I'll let you guys finish.
That's all right. Super Dude, I think you're gonna like this one. This one is extremely catchy, but I was
Mhm.
proud of it. It was exactly what I wanted to look. This is actually either the intro theme or it's going to be the ending theme. I have no bloody idea, but it sounds like a good theme. But I was damn well proud of it. I'm just gonna have to. This one was very good, because that's just how I am.
Because I was
Couldn't do
gonna,
anything.
I was gonna say, and since you said you write them, well, I want to say you write some amazing songs and that.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm not a professional, but I use AI.
Well, you know what? Just forget. Just don't. You know what? I know you may not be a professional, but to me, you're a professional in my books because
That's all right.
you write incredible songs and
Oh, of
just
course.
and the
A
way
lot of
how
people,
and the music and that you choose for it is just absolutely beautiful.
thinking, is that me singing? I can only wish that was the case, pal.
Well, yeah, they could wish it was you,
But I'm not American, even though I sometimes have the impersonation of one,
yeah.
just because how deep my throat box is, because I learned how to communicate because of what the Americans were doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I am British, though. It's just how I communicate civilly. That's why people find me so intriguing to communicate with.
Yeah. Well, because I know, well, you're British and I'm Scottish, so yeah.
Oh, I had a funny feeling I had a funny feeling that kind of was the accent, but I was thinking, it's an awesome. It's pretty funny, even though my first
Yeah,
name is Scottish. But it's grand. I can understand your accent easily.
well, yeah, but I'm Scottish, obviously,
That's why
because
you
I
got.
think, yeah, because
That's
I
why you got.
think I would think that some people would may confuse that with like I'm just saying like English, but I'm actually Scottish because I was obviously I've lived here all my time because I was raised in
That's all
my
right.
home country.
Besides, I'm happy with it. Besides, as far as I'm concerned, I always see British, Irish, and the Scottish and the Southern. we're all the same as far as I'm concerned. We're all who we are. It's just part of who we are and where we come from. And just
Exactly.
even talking with another Scotsman always makes my day. It makes me happy. Don't know why, it just does. Especially during the time of summer when they need it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
I've already been listening to one bloke who's been doing what's his name called The Flying Scot, and he's really good. And he's got a hell of a good accent. He talks all these good stuff about great trains, and I don't know why. It's just so entertaining to listen to. It just makes me at ease. Don't know. That's the funny. That's the funny thing about certain people with how they communicate. It has a unique effect. It acts like a relaxing verbal machine or something like that. I don't know why. But anyways, here's the song that you guys are going to absolutely go. You're going to love this one. I think you're going to go absolutely singing this one all day long, Super Dude. And I think you as well, Cam K2. And Pongmus, you're going to love this one as well. If you think those two songs were good, this one on CSW is really the best. And I was proud of it.
Alright.
And it's called, the song it's called, in its entirety, I called it the CSW, it's called the theme, but instead it's called Counting Southwestern Bound instead, because hence you're bound on the railroad. It's a really good one. So this sounded like a classic early 2000, but the way this one was sounding like unlike music we hear today. I mean, don't get me wrong, but this sounded like a very nostalgic 2000s country style. And so you guys ready for this one? This one might drive you into rail.
Definitely.
This one's going to drive, I think, some of you guys a little railroad crazy, but sometimes West Country music and steam railroading, it's meant to be. So here we go. Enjoy this, guys. Cal Thompson Western Bound.
Steaming, steel on the tracks and whistling loud. Dust and diesel city crowd. Old men drinking tales of old times on the camp the southwestern branch line. Rusted metal map away, broken hearts and another day. Into roads feels just like mine on the camp the southwestern branch line. Ride the rails just to feel alive through the night till the morning light. Feel the burn, leave it all behind on the campus southwestern branch line. Bridge to nowhere, gravel road, lead me far where the rivers flow. Smoke and cinders, the will to find on the campus southwestern branch line. Heavy load and heavy heart from the station torn apart. Past the fields and pick a line on the campus southwestern branch line. Road wheels, chain link fence, life in motion don't make sense. Signal green time to shine on the campus southwestern branch line. Branch line. Ride the rails just to feel alive through the night till the morning light. Feel the burn, leave it all behind on the campus southwestern branch line. Ride the rails just to feel alive through the night till the morning light. Feel the burn, leave it all behind on the campus southwestern branch line. Heavy load and heavy road, lead me far where the rivers flow. Smoking cinders, the will to find on the campus southwestern branch line. On the campus southwestern branch line. On the campus southwestern branch line. those chain link fence. Life in motion don't make sense. Signal green, time to shine on the Kansas Southwestern branch line. Roll. Roll.
And that's the whole full song. Told you. Hey,
Oh my god. That was so amazing. That was so good.
I told you it was catchy, man. That's one of the best. That wasn't even written in the lyrics. It did it by itself with the AI. I just said, just write a country music of this, and that's what it came out with.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody's going to be wondering, what the hell are we listening to when they watch this back?
No, they're listening to some really good songs that obviously you wrote and with help from AI.
Indeed, that's the thing. If you're wondering where that was from, that's from Suno.com. There's only one
Right.
downside. There's only one downside. You can only use 50 credits, like not in cash,
Okay.
but in like how many to make, and you have to
Uh-huh.
wait. And when it goes to 0, you have to wait 24 hours to do it all over again. But it's worth it, and I'm used to it.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, definitely. It's definitely
You
worth
can
it.
do all types: country music, dark heavy metal, hip hop, rapping, and everything else. That's really good. And you can do anything about it. But it's really. I think we might wrap this one up very shortly because I've got to have something to eat soon. But yeah, I think you guys are just having so much fun listening to these musics. I might as well just do one last one, then we could perhaps tie this one up.
Mhm.
So I'm just wondering which one will be good before everybody else wonders what the heck have we been listening to. Because I know for a fact the chat has definitely gone silent and everything else in the comments, but
Well, yeah, that often happens.
who knows? But again, it's really been good popping back in, and I think Cam K2, I think your girlfriend definitely would have had a lot of fun listening to that. Honestly, I
Oh,
think
I bet she would.
just saying, because
I'm not gonna lie, Cam. I think she's gonna like those songs. I'm gonna.
you can tell if you like to, and the next time around, maybe, like I said, I can even hell, you know something? It's really good. Since I've done it to Victor, I might end up making songs for you, lads, if you guys want to.
Oh, wow.
And you can use my free permission if anybody's intrigued about making characters. Because I know for a fact, I know Pungmus has got an icon of duck on his Discord. So I know for a fact if he is one or not, because I don't know what his OC looks like, because I've never seen it before. Unless he is a fan of Duck the Great Western Engine. Doesn't really matter. But and Pungmus Society guy, I'm not sure if he is one or not, but I
Like,
couldn't
he
tell.
said in the private chat he'll rejoin real quick.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to find one last one and then we might wrap this one up. But again, I might replay these songs again the next time when Cam, if you want to bring, Malika back next time around, because I think she just missed out on something. Because, I can see. Yeah, he's going to rejoin quickly. I see.
Yeah, I did say that.
Alrighty then, Pogmas.
Okay, let me just mute so I can get the last one in. There's actually two. Oh, there he goes. He did keep his word.
Alright, there we go.
I can tell you, Progmus, I can tell you definitely are enjoying hearing my AI songs I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very well made.
Just make sure you weren't headbanging to that last one because it was very catchy. Because it gets stuck in your head. Because that song made me sing a lot as well, even though I'm not very good at doing it. It got caught in my head a few times when I first did it. Not to mention the songs did too. However, though, there's an intro song I've done, say Sam One did their own, like they've done recently. I did my own take, and then there's I think there's an ending one I've done, but I can't be too sure. But I will play these last two, and then we could call it a night. Even though it's still daytime over here in the UK, despite it's boiling hot over here. Okay, here we go.
For me, it's getting evening. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, I was just setting up my fan.
Okay.
Shit, my volume. There we go. Just
Yo,
had to
Thomas,
adjust
look at
my volume.
Thomas, I'd like to show you the new thing I made. To help me on. Look at this.
Brilliant.
That's the thing.
Nice.
That's the thing Ashton helped me on to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I found it, guys. I found the intro for the Canton Southwestern Railroad branch line, which was actually the first one I actually did. Because at the time, you can only do up to a minute or 1 minute or two. Now you can go over 3 to 4 minutes. But this one was just like a little intro, and this is what I got. Let me just, I don't know if you can hear it, even if I actually share screened it. Right?
Alright.
Steel. Nope, not that one. Oh, come on, where are you? Oh, that's a bit weird. I must have put it in the wrong. Nope. I think I must have put it in the other folder by accident.
CGI Pognet.
There it is. Found it. Steel track. There we go. I know it repeats. It does repeat itself, but it's really good. But if it was an intro, it would have lasted a few seconds. So I'll just flip this over. It's only a short one. Oh. See what we do with Gordon and a me tank engine. With everybody's got the different icons up. Anyways, here we go. That's the theme song for intro. Steel tracks are running. So this is the first AI song I actually did on CSW. Before I did the other
Alright.
ones. It's only a short one. It repeats itself twice because obviously it's a short one.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Dusty tracks leading out of town. Steel rails shaking ground. Old conductor with a hefty frown. Whistle blows loud sounds echo around. Rusty cars roaming through the night. Moonlight giving them more wheel side. Box cars are rattling, no quiet. Lonely souls riding out of sight. Captain Southwestern riding free. Carrying dreams down the line we see. Steam engines roll, I like to see. On them steel rails running, can't let it be. Rusty cars roaming through the night. Moonlight giving them more wheel side. Box cars rattling, no quiet. Lonely souls riding out of sight. Captain Southwestern riding free. Carrying dreams down the line we see. Steam engines roll, I like to see. On them steel rails running, can't let it be.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's the intro.
You
If I
done?
ever did a CSW series, that would be the intro song right there.
Wow.
Dang, that was pretty good.
So, yeah, that was really
was.
good.
Not bad for my first CSW theme if I ever had one. But that was inspired by what Sam One did.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I did do Brandon because he is an OC in mine as well as a Canadian locomotive. Could it work? Because obviously it's canon.
Mm-hmm.
Legend of Whoa. Okay, I don't think I remember getting some of these ones around. Let me just see if this one would work. You can tell some of these songs are getting catchy because I can hear some of you guys mumbling in the background.
No, it's not me. Pretty sure that's coming from downstream. Yes, screen, sorry.
That's all right. I'm just
I think I just don't know if that's just stuck in his head or something. That song.
I think he's on in that last song. I think he is.
Yeah. I feel like because I feel like when you listen to the song, it's gonna get stuck in your head at some point.
Okay, okay, guys. I haven't actually missed out. I haven't actually done an ending theme for CSW. Apparently, it's not quite easy. But I actually did I did a bunch of them on 311 with their name, but they always kept doing it not too accurate. They kept mistaking it for this and that. But the music in some of them were very good. There's this one I did, which was basically which I titled because I can actually change the title if it didn't work. Dubbed as Jessica's Haunting Ghost, which I did a little editing because I cut it down because sometimes the AI can mess it up a little bit, and then if it ends and then it stops midway, then you can do the editing on it, and that's what I did. This one I was very proud of, well, sort of, because there's two variations. It's basically on 311's Ghost because I was doing multi versions of it to see whether they could get the best one out before the one you heard that was very catchy, and then this one was based on a Ghost from the movie, which didn't work out, but this one could have worked out. This one would have worked differently as a human and an engine together because it's really good. So this one's also a bit catchy, and but again, I was very happy about it. At the same time, I think you guys can hear this, even if I don't share screen it. So let me just play it, and if you say you guys can hear it, just let me know. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
There we go. I haven't got no imagery or lyrics for this one to show, so it's this one anyway. It's called Jessica's Haunting Ghost. Like basically a different. I was trying to think of different themes for her if I ever did, to reboot the film. This was one of them that came out. Ghostly figure lingers on the soft tune. Jessica's her name, they call her Ghost Train 311. Her whispers fill the canyon like a choir from heaven. She wanders through the timbers with a lantern in her hand. Oh, I found it. A misty apparition on this desolate stretch of land. They say she waits for someone. I found it, guys. Lost in the past. See us to the railroad. Her memory will last. Oh, Jessica, Jessica, ride that midnight line, running through the shadows across the endless line. Whistles, wails, mournful, blending with the stars. Jessica, Jessica, with a broken heart's heart. The engineers all shiver when they roll through dead man's curve. For in that eerie quiet, can you see our share screen, guys? Lost romance, girl who's bound by fate, a love that ended tragically, too little and too late. The brakeman tell of sightings of her ghostly midnight face. Peering through the windows in an ethereal embrace. The dress flows like a river down the lonely tracks, haunting every traveler. A whisper, she'll be back. Oh, Jessica, Jessica, ride that midnight line, running through the shadows across the endless line. Whistles, wails, mournful, blending with the stars. Jessica, Jessica, with a broken heart's heart. Oh, Jessica, Jessica, ride that midnight line, running through the shadows across
mind. Pixels wait on his mournful, blending with the stars. Jessica, Jessica, the broken heart's heart.
Yep, that's what the ghost says. Whistling in aloud, she will be back. So what do you think of that?
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't kind of get it right and accurate, but it definitely felt good.
Yeah, it did. It did feel good.
Yep, instead of it being too haunting, that's one of the last songs I actually did in terms of like in the early days of my AI using.
Right.
We've done quite well. We lasted for 2 hours and 6 minutes, making it nearly 7 minutes now. So I think we might want to wrap this one up. Hopefully the stream will stand up because I'm always worried about what they think about AI music and it could like, you know. But hopefully this worked out nicely because this has just worked out and we've had a good time. It's, you know, and it's good to be back and
Yeah.
let's just say I'm just a little overjoyed. And you guys definitely got a little taste of what I've been doing for the last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys can tell your lads if you wanted to, just in case, if you're curious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're all gonna tell our lads in that.
If you guys ever want to find me in Discord, you can find me there too.
Yeah, sure.
Like I said, well, anyways, I have to wrap this one up because it's getting a bit, you know, not late for me, but I meant like I've got to have something to eat because I'm starving like heck. So
Yeah.
I've got to call this one out now. Cam K2, I think we might want to wrap this one up because I might be streaming a bit later on in the day. But anyways, I'll catch you guys a bit later, and thanks for bringing me back in. It really was appreciated. So cheers, man.
Cheers.
And I'm really grateful for that. And see you too, Seabadoo24 and Cam K2. Cheers, man. It was a pleasure, man. So catch you guys later. So
yep. Sayonara.
Peace.
Peace, man.
Oh my god, I don't know how to describe him in like 3 words or not, but he is amazing. Especially with the song. Especially the songs he writes. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but it's just he's incredible. All I can say is he's incredible.
Had to go check the stuff I had for school. I didn't see what all that was about. Yeah, give me just one moment. Yeah, I'm still this afternoon. I'm still on like editing and stuff because I want to make more B-roll shots because it's gonna be I'm gonna go into a video about that soon. It's a coming soon type video. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I can assure you the video will be soon. Just need a 1 minute. Ooh. Ow. Ow. Whee! Okay.
Oh, Cam. Hey, Cam.
You said what?
Cameraman.
Yeah, what's up?
Remember how you got violently booty clapped and flee the facility?
Yeah. Remember how you got violently booty clapped by me in Freedom Facility? Promise, you most definitely got violently booty clapped 100%, bro. You definitely got violently booty clapped. It don't matter what you talk about, bro. Violently booty clapped. You got violently booty clapped.